What's up, everybody? It's Joey Joint here with Joint Perspectives again. I want to go ahead and talk about the Denver trip so far. Boy, has it been a fun one. So we left Sioux Falls on Saturday. We got on a flight. Flight was probably about like an hour. Really wasn't that long. Um, we got through. It wasn't bad. We had some. We stopped, had some pizza, and stopped and got our stuff together. And apparently we didn't check in, so that created more of a problem. And we had to check in right there. And then our bags were too big to be a personal item, so we had to pay for that to add more bags to our stuff. And oh boy, so and that wasn't even that bad. But it was just a hassle. And then we get here. Mind you, we're trying to figure out where the hell to go. Denver's airport is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my life. Um, I have been to LAX, and even LAX was simple to go get your baggage and get out of there, right? This thing had like subways inside there, inside the Denver airport, and it like takes you to your baggage claim and stuff. And it was super weird. I've never seen it before, but it was cool. It was something different, right? So we go and we're trying to find where to pick up the loaner car. We're walking around. I see a security guard, so I go to try to talk to her. No, no, he goes, no, no, keep walking that way. Gotta go that way. I was like, oh fuck, okay. Um, so I'm walking around. We finally find a guy who points us in the right direction. We finally get out there. We find the shuttle to the place that's gonna take us to the rental car, and they take us there. We get to the rental car. We get in line. We're waiting in line for about good 20, 30 minutes. We finally get to the person, and um, they start having a problem with Kayla's last name because on her ID it's Jackman, when on her credit or debit card it's Nelson, because we just haven't changed it yet. Well, they thought, ideally they were pretty much thinking that we pretty much stole the debit card. Like, how can you know for sure that that's you, right? And I thought that was so stupid. Mind you, I rent out cars for my job, so I get it. There's some things you kind of got to be like, hey, why is it like this, right? And anyways, and little did we know, this is our first time renting a car, so we did not know you needed a credit card in order to rent the car. And that put us in a big fucking dilemma, to the point where literally we almost didn't get a car. We were trying to figure out what we were gonna do. Well, we were like, all right, well, let's try paying off a little bit on, let's try paying off on the one credit card that we had with, which was like a Walmart credit card. So I didn't even think it was gonna work. But like, let's try paying that off and see if they'll accept that and just go from there, right? So we do that. We go, and we're sitting there. We're both just, you could tell, we're just both just frustrated. We're trying not to make a big deal because it's like it's our first time. We're still learning everything, but like it was still very frustrating because we were still like, oh, what the fuck are we gonna do? We're gonna have to either call an Uber or call an Uber everywhere we go, or whatever the fact may be, right? And Lord knows that's never fun. So we finally we're waiting in line, and we met a nice lady from Phoenix, Arizona, who tried letting us go in front of her because we were this was our second time waiting in line, and the line was twice as long now. And so we probably waited there for probably about another 45 minutes, at least maybe another even hour. And we finally get up there. Now, during this time, we forgot that, hey, we actually got a check in link to her phone, or it was like, hey, to check in your stuff this way. So we did that, and it accepted it. We were like, oh, thank God we had some hope, right? We get up there, and we tell the guy, hey, start confirmation, da da da. And he's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be this plus also, like a $200 hold, for accidental things happen, right? I was like, well, a credit card can only hold so much. We didn't. It has a limit on it. We didn't know we were gonna needed $600 for for a car rental. In reality of it, and it was just like just giant shit show, right? But the whole time in my head, once again, I was panicking, trying not to freak out on everything and trying just to keep my cool, stay calm, collective. And so I just kept telling myself, Lord, just keep me calm. It'll all be okay. It'll all be okay. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. And the guy, the second guy that's trying to help us now, he's like, here, let me try something. He's like, I want to help you guys. Let me see what I can do. Goes in, he did something, and he made it work. And he's like, "Hey, I got you." He's like, "It may cost you an extra 10, $11 when you get here." He's like, "But if you're okay with that, I can get you in a car." And I was just like, And I was just like so blown away with the aspect that, because the other guy just didn't even seem like he cared. He was just like, not my problem, which sucks. And I get it. It's not his problem, but, when you're stranded out here, you tend to try to ask for any help, right? Just to help things, right? And this guy's like, let me see what I can do. And he goes ahead, he gets in there, and he did it. I don't know what he did, but he got us a loaner car, which thank the Lord. Now we know for next time. But he's like, I can do it for you, and I could not thank this guy enough. I shook his hand. I would have hugged him if he would have let me. Just because to have someone help you out. I think sometimes some people don't realize how much of a luxury that really is to have someone that wants to help you out and not just be like, I don't give a fuck. It's that is a trait you can't teach people. That is something that literally just comes naturally of wanting to help people. And I think that's amazing, because helping people is something that we should all do. And I went to that handy that Howdy's ice cream shop, and I met the owner. He was there, and that was actually pretty cool. And he took a couple minutes to talk with us, and I thought he was super amazing. He told me that he was on a Bible mission, and he was studying the Bible and things like that, and God just spoke to him and wanting to help people, and he found that helping people was through his ice cream shop. What makes this ice cream shop so like amazing, and what I love even more about it, is that it hires Down syndromes or people with Down syndrome people, or people with a disability in aspects of it. Um, and I think that's amazing, because my whole point of this podcast is to show people, to give people a better opportunity by seeing a different perspective of how someone else could live, or how it could be worse in some cases, right? And that's a way of how it could be worse. These people just want to live their lives like everybody else. And I keep saying these people like they're just not regular people, but they are regular people. And I don't mean it like that, but it's how society, I guess, has programmed us to speak about it when it comes to it. But I mean, literally, and this guy's whole thing is that he calls all his workers his heroes, because that's what they are, because they are healers. And I was just blown away. And I could almost, when you meet somebody and like you can almost hear the grace of God speaking through him from the way he speaks and how he speaks, like that's what it felt like. Like he was captivating, very captivating, to the point where he just brought you in. And I just, for the cause of what it was, it's just so amazing to see that other people out here are actually trying to make a difference and giving people a better opportunity. And that's what I want this whole podcast to be about, is giving people a better opportunity, a different perspective, a better understanding of maybe how good you have it, or maybe just a better understanding of how the other people live. And I think to understand that people can achieve so much more in life, not just through the sense of connections, but even in the aspect of, it's very hard to explain. And it's almost to the point of where it shows the segregation the society has made between us, between the 1% and the other 99% that are living paycheck to paycheck and just trying to make it through their lives. And I think giving a different perspective, not just to those people, but to everybody else, into wanting to be happy and showing that they can achieve their desires if they really, really, truly want them and try. I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it's all about. Hence this ice cream shop. You got these people who are told by everybody there, everywhere they go, that they cannot have a job there. And then you get this place that's allowing them. And don't get me wrong, I know there's other places that do this, which is amazing, but I don't see anybody that has made a whole organization around having their employees to be more. They were more willing to hire employees with a disability. With a disability, than they are of someone who has a regular persona of someone who could just be a normal person. And I think that's amazing, because don't get me wrong, it's not good, because like, oh, it's still splitting up and showing, I guess, favoritism in a way, right? But that's what society is. It shows favoritism towards every regular person, no matter what, by giving them a job, for the simple fact of most people don't want to give these people a job because they're not there or whatever it may be. And I just think that's so stupid, because society should be able to know that people can overcome different stuffs in their life, and it's just all about having that right guidance. Hence, see my other video on the aspect of having a proper guidance in life, and hoping that someone can teach you more of that. And then, yeah, so once we were done with that, we took off. Of course, I had to hit the dispensary. We just got a little cart, nothing big. But just had to have a little something when I'm here, right? You're in Denver. Can't come to Denver and not. But we did that, and then we went out to In-N-Out Burger, which I didn't even know they had an In-N-Out Burger here in Denver, Colorado. But boy, oh boy, it's amazing. I was super excited. And then the lady at the dispensary was super nice, dude. She was like super sweet. She gave me a free battery, and she was just very informative. And that is always amazing when you can find somebody who's not just in it for the sale, they're in it for the information and the aspects of the benefits of what it can do to help you and further yourself. But yeah, once we did that, went to In-N-Out Burger. We had I got myself a triple double with some fries. It was amazing. I demolished that thing. And then now we decided, we're like, hey, let's go relax for the night, hang out and get ready so we can start an early day tomorrow, so that you guys can go ahead and see that. Once again, stay tuned. We're going to be doing some trips tomorrow and Saturday, and just trying to see what we can do and get taken care of. Once again, this is Joey Joint here with Joint Perspectives. Stay tuned. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Once again, just thank you for listening, and thank you for the subscribers that I got, and thank you for the people who want to view my videos. I'm appreciative for every one of you, and no matter what, I hope you guys know, please contact me if you guys have any questions or anything maybe on your perspective on what you feel, and how gladly I would love to talk about it more and maybe give my perspective a little bit more on it. But once again, Joey Joint with Joint Perspectives here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and follow me on all platforms. Once again, you guys have a great night.